Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into a really fascinating story, an anecdote, actually, from the gold rush days. Our source material. It's some compelling excerpts from The Vanishing Gold of R.U. Darby. And our mission, well, it's to unpack this incredible tale of ambition, big discovery, and then a totally unexpected twist. We want to see what timeless lessons it might hold for you. So let's paint the picture. We've got this guy, R.U. Darby, and his uncle. Like so many others, they headed out to Colorado during the gold rush. Their goal was pretty straightforward, wasn't it?
Absolutely. One clear objective, get rich. Simple as that.
Yeah, full of hope, ready for the hard work, whatever it took to find that fortune.
And, their hard work actually paid off, at least for a while. That's what's so interesting here. After some serious digging, intense effort, they did it. They actually struck gold.
Wow.
Yeah, they found this really promising vein of gold ore. You can just imagine the feeling, right? Pure excitement.
Oh, absolutely. From hope to reality, just like that.
Exactly. And this wasn't just like a minor find. It was enough to make them think, okay, this is it. It really spurred them on. They doubled down, invested more, bought better equipment.
They were all in, convinced this was just the start of something huge.
Totally convinced. Digging deeper, certain their fortune was right there.
Okay, and this is where the story takes that really strange turn, the part that makes you scratch your head. After all that, the excitement, the investment, the certainty, the gold just disappeared.
Vanished.
One day it's there, the shimmering promise, the next, nothing. Gone. No matter how much more they dug, right, that they just couldn't find it again.
Nothing. It was as if the vein just, poof, evaporated into the rock. It is truly baffling.
It really is, and it makes you think about the psychology of it all.
Oh, definitely. Imagine that emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
You hit the jackpot, or you think you have, and then suddenly, without any warning or explanation, it's gone. That kind of sudden loss, that vanishing dream, and, well, it led exactly where you'd expect.
Disappointment, discouragement.
Deep disappointment. A really crushing sense of discouragement set in. It's one thing to keep digging when things get tough, but it's another when the very thing you're looking for seems to have literally ceased to exist.
Yeah, that takes a massive toll psychologically.
Immense.
It really brings up that classic question, doesn't it? About perseverance versus, well, just being stubborn.
Exactly. When do you keep pushing and when do you say, okay, maybe it's time to rethink?
For Darby and his uncle, they reached that point. Their hopes were just completely dashed by this weird turn of events. They gave up.
They did. And, it's that classic dilemma. You pour so much in, time, money, hope, everything. It's incredibly hard to just walk away, even when it seems like there's nothing left. We often see that, the sunk cost fallacy playing out, right? Where you keep going just because of what you've already invested.
Right. But here, it wasn't just diminishing return.
No, it was zero returns. The gold wasn't just harder to find. From their perspective, it was gone. They hit a wall where the effort clearly outweighed any rational hope of finding more.
So the story ends pretty abruptly for them, doesn't it?
Quite starkly, yeah.
They sold off their mining equipment, just sold it to a junk dealer, and walked away? Left the site, left that hope, the discovery, and the massive disappointment behind. It's a powerful image, really, capitulation.
It is, giving up on the dream.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the journey here. We followed R.U. Darby and his uncle. From that initial eager hope to the absolute thrill of finding gold, only to have it inexplicably vanish, which ultimately led them to just walk away entirely. Their story really underlines how unpredictable things can be, reward and risk.
Absolutely. And that unpredictability, that twist, is what makes this story stick with you, I think. So the question it leaves us with, maybe for you listening, is this. What does the story of R.U. Darby and his vanishing gold tell you about perseverance? About knowing when to hold on tight in your own efforts and when maybe the wisest move is actually to let go, to pivot? What really stands out to you from their experience, facing that moment when a dream, something that felt so real, just seemed to disappear?